Hey guys, Sonia here. It's been a while. I've had a first happen today. It's Tuesday. And for the first time since well before September 11th, 2012, I forgot to weigh in. Like, literally forgot to weigh in. So, whatever. I'll try to do it tomorrow. I am 17 weeks, 5 days pregnant. Yay. A new joy occurred yesterday. My blood pressure was super low. If you've watched my weight loss journey, you know after VSG I had issues with low blood pressure. And it took a long time, but we finally got it figured out and got me on a med to raise my blood pressure, and I quit passing out. That all ended yesterday. I can't take the medication while pregnant because it's not safe. So I haven't been taking it for, probably 13 weeks, as soon as we found out. And actually, prior to finding out, I have a set time frame for that medication, and then an as-needed basis up to so much a day. I had been cutting back on the as-needed part because I didn't need as much of it to stay vertical. The extra fluids that your body produces while you're pregnant was maintaining my blood pressure. Well, apparently between 17 to 22 weeks during your pregnancy, your hormones sort of stabilize, which will be nice. But for me, that means that my blood pressure resumes its pre-pregnancy activity, which for me is too low to function without the medication to raise it, and I can't take the medication because it's not safe for the baby. So the next 5 weeks are going to be no bueno. My prescription yesterday was to have 60 to 80, I think it's milligrams that caffeine's measured in, 60 to 80 caffeine morning and night, to increase my fiber, increase my sodium, and increase my fluids if possible. Okay, I don't do soda because of carbonation, and I'm just too terrified to try it. I am over a year out, and I know people go back to drinking soda. I don't want to risk the pain that can occur, and I also don't want to become dependent upon soda again and drinking empty calories. However, I need caffeine. I hate coffee unless it's like Starbucks, so then there's 5,000 calories. And I don't like tea. I'm sipping on a cinnamon vanilla swirl cappuccino from the gas station this morning. I don't know how much caffeine is in it. I do need to look that up. But it's not horrible. But I have to do this for the next 5 weeks. And I mean, there are worse things. This morning, I am at least vertical. Yesterday, my blood pressure, we couldn't get it above 80 over 40. I finally my stomach felt calm enough that I could eat a little something, and eating raised it a little, had me running 90 over 50, which was nice because then at least I could function a little. I have postural hypotension reactive disorder, which means when I change positions, I can pass out. So when I go from sitting to standing, or worse, from laying to standing, then I pretty much face plant. I have not laid flat probably for the last 14 weeks. Sleeping flat is very uncomfortable for me already. So I sleep on a mountain of pillows, which is good because then my blood pressure doesn't get as low as it would if I were laying flat. But still, I have borrowed a wrist blood pressure cuff from my in-laws. So I test my blood pressure each time before I change positions to know if I'm halfway safe to stand up or not. If I'm not safe, then I just have to take precautions, make sure I stay propped against something until I feel steady on my feet, etc. Usually in the past. It hits me about 10 to 15 seconds after I change positions. It's not instantaneous. It's a few heartbeats later, and then my body realizes that, hey, the pressure's not moving from my feet back up to my heart, so we better lay down so we can stabilize that. Yeah, I'm kind of miserable. Yesterday was horrible. Even laying propped up, I was constantly nauseous. If I sat up, I got dizzy and almost vomited. Hot flashes followed by clammy cold sweat. It was a little scary. The baby is fine, which is the most important thing. It's not tachycardic, high heartbeat. Apparently, when mommy becomes dehydrated, baby's heart rate increases. So we did check the heart rate yesterday, and it was still running like it's been, right at 150. So baby's fine, which is good. We just have to get my blood pressure up a little. I had caffeine last night, like they wanted me to. I got about 3 hours of sleep last night because I haven't had caffeine in a good 2 years. And I'm sipping on caffeine this morning, so and my blood pressure's running about 100 over 60, so I'm functional. A lot better. I'm not having dizzy episodes. I am very nauseous. I don't know if that's from the caffeine or the lack of sleep or just a combination. This nausea, so much worse than first trimester nausea. Not as bad as post-VSG nausea. I can take Zofran if I need it, but it gives me a headache, so I don't want to take it. But a headache would increase my blood pressure, right? So, other than that, things are going well. Yesterday was really scary, but it seems fine. Baby's fine. We have an ultrasound Thursday, so we get to see baby. Yay. It's not the fun ultrasound. It's not where we find out the sex of the baby. It's to check my cervix to make sure it's holding up. I had an incompetent cervix with Princess, which is why I had preterm labor and preterm delivery. Still getting my shots weekly to help prevent preterm labor, preterm delivery for this baby. I've gained about 6 pounds, and I don't think that's bad, and I'm not worried about it. It'll come off once the hormones leave my body. I do have restrictions some days, and on any day I still can't eat what I could eat pre-op. I can eat, okay, for example, I can eat about a half of a 6-inch Subway with the bread. Now, pre-pregnancy, I couldn't tolerate bread, period. And of course, I don't eat the cold meat from Subway because when you're pregnant, you don't need to have deli meat cold because of listeria, which can really harm the baby, though it won't harm the mommy normally. So, yeah, I can eat about half of a 6-inch from Subway with the bread. So that's a huge increase over what I could eat pre-pregnancy. Okay, sorry, minivan just about hit me. Yeah, but I still can't eat, like I could probably put away a 12-inch if I'd wanted to pre-VSG. So still huge restriction over what I was pre-VSG, just not as much restriction as I was pre-pregnancy, which you have hormones relaxing all of your tissues and stuff, so the tummy is relaxed as well. VSG rules I'm not currently following. I drink when I eat. Horrible habit, I know. I don't care right now. Yep, I said those words. I don't care right now. I have to get in so many fluids, and I have to get in so much food for the baby. It's not really possible to wait the 30 minutes. Or else the baby wouldn't get the nutrition, or I wouldn't get the fluids, which would also hurt the baby. So either way, you know. First trimester, there were days where I felt like I was a bottomless pit. Again, still couldn't eat what I could have eaten pre-VSG, but crazy the amount that I could put away. Second trimester, there's a level of restriction is back, and that tends to be on a day-to-day basis, even an hour-to-hour basis. Like yesterday, I think because of the nausea, I couldn't eat for most of the day, but then by the time I could finally eat, of course I was starving, so then I just ate. I hit around 15 to 1800 calories a day. I don't really track. Every now and then I'll have a day where I track just to see where I'm at. I can eat protein again without so many carbs. I can actually eat nuts again, which is good for the increased sodium and fiber I now need. I have a protein shake probably 3 or 4 a week, whereas I used to have them daily. Some days they go down better than others, which is why I don't have them every day. I don't know what else. I walk when I get the chance. I have a week and a half of school left, and then we'll walk a lot more. I do live in Iowa, so the weather is not very friendly for walking, but we're close to a mall, so we'll go there and mall walk. Or there's a track at the hospital I work at. I don't know. I'm tired, and all is well overall. So I hope you guys are doing great, and I will catch you later. Bye.